Yo, welcome to another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sap. And today we got a great video lined up for you guys. But when you come across the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you'll know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. And if this is your first time coming across the platform, please hit the subscribe button and share the video out and press that like button. On this channel, we cover sports, hot topics, roundtable talking, and marriage chronicles. I see everybody in the comments section, hashtag salute. And you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. For today's show, man, we got to talk about what's going on in the media. We got to talk about everything that has transpired over the last couple days on the comments that LeBron James made after the game in Miami. LeBron James made his comments in reference to what the media asked him. He was talking about he would still be a great ball player, still be dominant. A lot of people agree with that. But then when it came to First Take and Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe and them pushed back at LeBron's comments. You know, everybody has opinion, rightfully so. And I don't disagree with nothing Shannon Sharpe had said when it came to the criteria that he wanted to make his claim about being in the GOAT conversation. And that's what he stuck on, and that's what he honed in on, that LeBron would not be in the GOAT discussion without that, stint in Miami. And that's what Shannon Sharpe focused on. His time in Miami that made him get in the GOAT conversation. But LeBron James pushed back, basically saying he would still be a dominant ball player, regardless if he went to Miami or not. He would still be doing the same things that he's doing in today's NBA. 21 seasons in, and he's still dominant. But Shannon Sharpe gave pushback. Now, where it turns is Gilbert Arenas got wind of that segment, and Gilbert Arenas went to his live, former NBA player, Agent Zero, Gil's Arena, No Chill Gil. He was giving his theory and his opinion on the GOAT criteria and what Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith was basing their opinions off of. Now, Gilbert Arenas has a right to have his opinion as well. Gilbert Arenas said the criteria was flawed because they crowned Michael Jordan as the best player in the world in 1989 before he won his championship. All he had was 2 MVPs and a scoring title. So basically, LeBron James, before he won his championship, he had 2 MVPs, a scoring title, all defensive team, and things like that. So let me backtrack to what I said about Michael Jordan. I don't think he had an MVP at the time. He had 2 scoring titles, all defensive team, and things like that. But they crowned him as the GOAT at that time. So basically, that's what Shannon Sharpe said, that LeBron could not get in the GOAT conversation because if he didn't win the championships, he wouldn't be in the GOAT conversation. And Gilbert Arenas begged to differ because he said everybody crowned Michael Jordan the GOAT in 1989 before he won his championship in 1991. So why does the criteria change now? So Gilbert went to his live and he explained his theory, which he gave a great opinion. Some people agree with it, some people don't. So now this is where it gets ugly. So normally, Shannon Sharpe don't respond to, negative press and criticism. But at this particular time, Shannon Sharpe basically took a personal shot at Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas formed his opinion. So Shannon Sharpe clapped back with a little segment on his podcast with him and Ocho, because the only person that really dissected what Shannon and Stephen A. Smith said was Gilbert Arenas. We know who Gilbert Arenas is. He gives his honest opinion. A lot of people don't like a lot of things that Gilbert Arenas says, but he gives a fair assessment. But that's his opinions. But where I thought it got personal is what Shannon Sharpe had to say. So let's take a listen to a little clip of what Shannon Sharpe had to say for the criticism he got on his opinions of what LeBron James said. Take a listen.
I wanted to respond to some of the criticism, and I normally don't respond to the criticism because I don't care anyway. And there have been a lot of guys, there have been a lot of people taking shots at me personally, but we know why. They see Unc and Ocho, they see the success that we're having. They see Club Shay Shay, the success that I'm having doing that. They see the success that I'm having on ESPN. So sometimes the only success someone can have is that they take a bite out of you. That's their success, is by biting you. And I'm cool with that. But
now you heard what Shannon Sharpe had to say. So what I get from that is the only person that really clapped back at Shannon for his opinions was Gilbert Arenas. I don't see nobody else in the media that, took a shot at Shannon Sharpe because of his opinions. A lot of people was on Shannon Sharpe's side. A lot of people agreed to what Shannon Sharpe said. Now, he couldn't have been talking about LeBron James because he said everybody sees that Unc is being successful. Me and Ocho, we're being successful, and they got to take a personal dig, and he's making money. Well, LeBron James is successful, damn near a billionaire. So he couldn't have been talking about LeBron James. So the only other person he's talking about is Gilbert Arenas. He's talking about he's being successful. Now, Gilbert Arenas has a successful platform in Gil's Arena. He's building his brand. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think he got some things in the works with Rachel Nichols. I think some things are coming down the pipeline with Gilbert, branching off, getting, some things with Rachel Nichols done. So that's the only person that I can think that Shannon Sharpe was taking them shots and them personal digs at was Gilbert Arenas. I don't know how it got to this, but everybody has an opinion in the sports media, and everybody's opinion can't be undermined to validate yours. So me personally, I really never saw Shannon Sharpe really, clapping back at anybody in that sense. But it seems like ever since he's been off of Undisputed and being at ESPN First Take, Shannon Sharpe has really been coming out, telling people really how he feels. And he's getting that persona from Stephen A. Smith. It's rubbing off on him because Stephen A. Smith, he can say certain things on ESPN, but when he goes to his podcast and his platform, Stephen A. Smith says what he wants, and he gonna let you have it. So Stephen A. Smith is building a great platform as well. Shannon Sharpe got a great Club Shay Shay, and him and Ocho, they building a great platform. They got over 250,000 subscribers and building. I wish them well, you know what I'm saying? But to take a personal dig at somebody that formed their opinion outside of your opinion, I think it was kind of petty. But this is what the media is doing these days. Everybody's taking personal digs at each other. These storylines is up. It's kind of crazy because one thinks their opinion outweighs somebody else's opinion, but when they form an opinion off their opinion, then it gets personal. But hey, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Long as it don't get ugly and get too personal, we can deal with it. But guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Was Shannon Sharpe taking a personal dig at Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas is the only one that made an opinion off of his opinion about the criteria of what these guys was considering getting LeBron James in the GOAT debate? But like this video, share this video out, give it a thumbs up, tell a friend to tell a friend. And that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.